to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Check 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Elliott, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Elliott running right. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Check safety.
Here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Go. 280. Don't get nervous. Check.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Pass, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 49 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Go, get out there.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. To try again after the sack. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running from the gun with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they run with Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 27, Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good. I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Prescott now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he finds Howard complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. Check it back.
Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. It got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem, let's do it. Welcome back, halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On 1st down, it's Howard. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Into the red zone. Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down. A first down carry by Elliott. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Prescott yet again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, 47.
They're going to try and run for it, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
33 yards that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Howard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
54, right there, 54. I'm going back to you.
Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, orbit. Check right. Watching your 5. Pick it up.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Howard on 2nd down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Sunday. Kill. 55 Mike, 55. All day.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
14, 82, 14. Hey, Delta.
Wentz to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown, they're down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
They can't stop you, son.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Cooper was the target there.
Go. 120. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Bunch. Check out. 80 weapon. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.